What's up, everybody? We are live. We have a good card this Saturday. We got, a good main event. We got Cyril Gane versus Jarino Rozenstruik. And Jarino, I like, man, Rozenstruik. I like Gane. I think there's going to be a good main event. I'm pumped, man, that we have UFC, man, every week. And yeah, before we talk about this week card, we'll talk about last week's card for a little bit, talk about Mecca and all that stuff. Yeah, man. So last week we had a losing night. I mean, I'm on a little funk right now, betting wise. I think I'm on a 2 card losing streak or 3 card losing streak. But this card, um, I went like minus 1.1 on the night. So wasn't a terrible night. But I mean, if Sabatini would have fought Alves, I think that would have had a winning night because I do think Sabatini would have won that fight. So we lost on Chavez, but we won on O'Neal. So um, small losing night, I'll take it. I mean, obviously, I don't want to lose a night, but I mean, I think we'll have a winning night this week. So, um, let's talk about the card real quick. So, obviously, Derek Lewis versus Blades. I don't think anyone picked Lewis. I picked Blades. Had him on DraftKings. Had him in the Mecca. Yeah, he got smoked. Real quick, shout out to the Mecca. Final three, man. 3 people left, and I'm one of them, man. You got me. You got Alex Ramirez, and then you got Caceres. So shout out to all 3 of the guys in there, including myself. And yeah, man, I'm coming for blood, and I think I'm gonna win it. I see Smith MMA in there. What's up, man? Thanks for the shout out, man. Hopefully we get the dub this week, dude. So yeah. So shout out to Mr. Arkansas's the Mecca season 2. Great tournament, and yeah, can't wait to see what happens and who wins. So co-main event, we got Kudiskai versus Vieira. Very close fight. It could have gone either way. I picked Vieira to win. I thought she won, but she didn't win. So it's what it is. Derek Minner versus Rosa. That one pisses me off. I picked Rosa, but I had Minner on DraftKings, and I said all week he was live. I couldn't do it, and he dominated the fight. So congrats to Derek Minner. Um, Next fight, Dawkins versus Olenek. Yeah, man. I mean, Dawkins went out there and smoked him. Congrats to Dawkins. I should have bet him. I just didn't like the line, but yeah, he killed Oweski. Haas versus Mayev, close fight, but yeah, Haas definitely got the job done. Aspinall, beat Arlovski. I see people saying Aspinall should fight Dawkins. I think they're both good prospects and 2 good fighters, but let's be real. I don't think Aspinall wants that smoke. Gordon versus Chavez. Congrats to Gordon. I mean, I was off there. Yeah, he was 5 extra pounds, and I thought the cardio would be an issue, but it wasn't. Chavez, proved, I guess, that he was not who I thought he was. So, yeah, shout out to Gordon. Castaneda versus Weinman. I mean, I should have bet Castaneda there, picked him to win, got an easy dub. A Rosa versus Wayne, where it pissed me off that I picked Nate. I had a Rosa before I even taped that fight, and then after I watched tape, I changed my pick. So bad pick there. Um, O'Neal versus Dobson. O'Neal got the job done. My winning bet of the night and dominated the fight. Proved that Dobson's not UFC material and has no ground game. Sahabi smoked Rodriguez. Didn't see that one coming, and then you got Spivak who beat Vandera. So I won 6-6 on my picks, and got the higher power. I mean, luckily I think I got it because most of my guys got finishes. But yeah, losing night, man, betting wise, and 6-6 fix wise is not what I want. So I definitely need to get out of this little funk that I'm in now. And this week's going to be a good week, man. There's a lot of good underdogs in this card. I have 2 bets so far, both on underdogs. I will have a third bet on underdog. One of my underdogs is a really big underdog, kind of like the Marino Rodriguez a couple weeks ago, but that no one's going to be on. But yeah, man, I can't wait to talk about this card. So without further ado, first fight of the night, I believe we got a banger. I think is it? What I think it is. Yeah, so we got Dustin Jacoby versus Max and Grishin. Bust up my notes real quick. This is a good fight, man. Both these guys are strikers. You got Dustin, who he's making his second stint in the UFC. Fought a long time ago. I'm not even gonna count that because he's a different fighter now. He's 1-0 contender series. He beat Flores, and then I think he's on a 3-5 winning streak, I believe. So he has a big kickboxing background. I think that he's a good striker. I think to beat this guy, you're gonna have to go out there and grapple him. Justin Ledet, landed some good right hands on the feet, but it was just he had no answer to the leg kicks. I think Dustin has really good kicks, really good pressure. He's a big dude for the weight class. Probably, right now, one of the best strikers in the division outside of the top 15. I think he's a good prospect. Good chin, good cardio, trains Factory X. So, I mean, to beat this guy, you're going to have good grappling. And I don't think Grishin's a grappler. I think he's a striker. I think that he did not look that good against probably the worst fighter on the roster in Ankalaev. One thing about Jacoby in this fight, he's just way faster, dude. Big speed advantage here. Better kicks. I feel like his boxing's better. He has a reach advantage too. Um, really good right hand, man. Like I mentioned, more volume. This guy has a lot of volume, dude. Action is really low volume. Before I take this fight, I thought maybe Grishin could be live because you're watching, the Ledet Jacoby fight. I thought the Ledet, like I said earlier, like landed some good some good strikes on the feet, but it just wasn't enough, man. So I'm gonna go Jacoby here, man. I think that he's a good prospect, and yeah, Maxim's, 1-1 in the UFC. He has 16 wins by KO. So, but this is a striker versus striker matchup, man. If he's smart, he goes out there and takes him down. I don't even know if he has the grappling to take down a guy like Jacoby. So, I got Jacoby here. I think he's gonna finish him too, man. I look forward to Jacoby's debut. So I got Jacoby. I'll go to the finish. I'm sorry, not debut. Second fight. Next fight, we got Ronnie Lawrence versus Vince Cachero. It's a good fight, man. I see a lot of people on Ronnie Lawrence. I'm sorry. I see a lot of people on Vince Cachero. He's a tough dude, Cachero. I do think that he's a scrappy guy. He has a really good chin. He's durable. He's 0-1 in the UFC. He's won 3 in his last 4 fights. He's a small bantamweight. He got knocked out against Kenny, but the thing with him is, he's a brawler and he's known for his durability. His 4 wins by finish, 2 by KO, 2 by sub. Good pressure. I think he has pretty good boxing, but the thing in this fight is that his problem is his takedown defense. And yeah, man, Jamal Emmers took him down 5 times. I know Emmers is a featherweight, and Cachero is a bantamweight, but I mean, let's be honest. I think Lawrence probably has better wrestling than Jamal Emmers. I think Ronnie Lawrence is a good prospect. I mean, 12 takedowns in that debut in Contender Series. Relentless. I mean, the cardio is good. I think this guy's a good prospect, man. He trains out of Sanford MMA. With Henry Hoof. Yeah, I like this guy. Obviously, his striking's not the best. He comes from a karate background. His boxing's not better than Cachero's, but I think he's as a bigger dude. And I think he's just gonna have that relentless pressure, man, and take down Cachero at will here, man. Either keep him down or get him out of there on the mat. So, yeah, I like the grappler here. I think Ronnie Lawrence is a good prospect. He's big for the division, and he's gonna go out there and take this guy down, man. So I got Lawrence by WrestleFuck. What's up, Bo Jackson? What's up, MMA Picks? Wizard, what's up, Boston Nick? What up, what guys? What up? Next fight, we got Alonzo Menifield versus William Knight. So this is my first play of the night. I have 3 units on Knight at plus 100. I think he's minus 110 now. Yeah, he opened the favorite too. I'm pretty sure he did, man. So I like this fight, man, for William Knight. Yeah, I think this is a good matchup for him. He's 9-1. He's 32 years old. Menifield is gonna be. He's 33. He's 9-2. So Menifield's reach is 76. You got 973. Both these guys have heavy pans. They're KO artists. They're finishers. They're huge for the weight class. I think that Knight has a big cardio advantage here. I think that Knight has really good cardio actually for a guy that's that big. You saw that fight against Kamer, man. He looked really good all 3 rounds. Menifield, man, is really bad gasser. He gasses bad every fight. I feel like he has to get a first round finisher. If he doesn't, he's going to gas really bad, man. And Knight has a grappling advantage too. I think Knight can take him down, and Knight's ground pound's really good. I really will be surprised if Menifield can take him down. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think Menfield's going to shoot. He's not really a grappler, but if anyone shoots here, it's Knight. I think he has the better grappling. I think on the feet. Menifield has good boxing. We know he beat Paul Craig, but if they rematch, I think Paul Craig would absolutely fucking mop the floor with him. Yeah, man, I wasn't really impressed with Menifield's last 2 fights. He gassed terrible against Devin Clark, and I got outstruck against Devin Clark. One thing about Menifield is really low volume. You can say Knight's with a low volume too, but I mean, I think Knight's is, like I mentioned, big cardio advantage. He has a grappling advantage. I think they both have good striking. I think Knight has a good right hand. Knight has really good weight kicks as well, good pressure. And I think Knight can just mix it up, and he has more ways to win. If you watch Knight's only loss against Tafwan, who's that really good prospect 185, that was a terrible stoppage, dude. That probably shouldn't have been stopped. So a lot of people are picking Menifield by KO here because Knight's been finished. But if you watch that fight, that was a really bad stoppage. And Menifield just got smoked, dude. He got knocked out like, what, 3 or 4 months ago? So who knows where his chin's at, man. Even before that, he took a lot of big shots and got hurt against Evan Clark. Um, yeah, man. And Clark took him down, like I mentioned, low volume. So I think if he wants to win this fight, he's gonna have to get a finish here in the first round. But Knight can get a finish here too. But if this fight gets out of the first, I think Knight's just gonna wear on him, dude. So I like William Knight here. I think that the guy's really green, but I think Menfield's green too. And I think that Knight's a good prospect, like I mentioned. Really good, really heavy power on the feet. He's athletic. Both these guys are fast. I actually think William Knight's a little faster. And I like the leg kicks, the right hand. I like the grappling and cardio advantage, man. I think the cardio advantage is big here, dude. So I'm going to go with William Knight. He survived the first round. He's going to win. So I got William Knight by finish. So next fight, man, we got Alexis Davis versus Sabina Mazo. Yeah, man, this is a good fight. If you know me, man, if you guys have been following me for a while, I've been really high on Mazo, man. I mean, I bet on her in her debut against Moraz, but Moraz is good. We'll talk about it later. I've actually bet on Mazo quite a bit. I've bet on her versus Dobson. 23-year-old prospect out of Kings MMA. I think this girl's really good. I think she's the future. I think that she's actually making her debut at 135, man. This is a 135-pound fight. I don't think Mazo's going to probably stay there, probably just because the weight cut, or maybe because didn't have enough time to cut the weight. But yeah, I think Mazo's still going to win even though it's 135. He's fighting Alexis Davis, soccer mom at the end of her career, decline, washed. And I mean, she's just not that good. 3-fight losing streak. Yeah, she has a good submission game. Mazo's better on the feet. She's more technical. She has so much volume, one of the most volume strikers in the division. And she's a brown belt in BJJ, man. She has a good ground game. So, I mean, I think Mazo has the wrestling advantage. I think she can take down Davis. I think on the feet, she's going to just piece her apart. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's going to be picking her here, but I really think that Mazo could get a finish here, dude. I just think that she's just levels above Alexis Davis. Great jab, great right hand, great kicks. I got Sabina Mazo here all day. Next fight, we got Cowboy Oliveira versus the newcomer Ramazan Kuramagomedov. Yeah, man, it's a good fight, dude. You got wait, let me see real quick. I'm gonna just tape this right before I went live. Okay, so we got the newcomer who's 24 years old. He fought on Contender Series, 8-0. He fought on PFL. He's undefeated. He beat Jordan Williams in a split. It was actually a really good fight, back and forth fight. Yeah, man, he's a fought at middleweight too. He's a big dude for the weight class. I think that he has the grappling advantage here for sure. Obviously, like most guys that fight Cowboy are going to have the grappling advantage. Cowboy's been tapped out multiple times. The Cowboy has offensive grappling too, but I think that the Russian here has the better grappling for sure. Cowboy's definitely declining. He's washed. I think he's at the end of his career. He didn't really look that good even before he got submitted last fight. He's 2-4 in his last 6. I mean, these are the guys that are taking down Cowboy. You got Max Griffin twice, Gunnar Nelson twice, Condit once. I mean, Dalby once. I mean, if these guys are taking him down, I definitely think that this guy's Ramzan's going to take him down. And on the feet, Cowboy's pretty low volume. He has power. He's 11-7 in the UFC. Good right hand, good pullback right hand, good jab. He's athletic. He's big for the division. But like I mentioned, taking a lot of damage. I definitely think that he's, washed and getting at the end of his career. His 76.5 reach. Ramzan has 73 reach. But yeah, I think Ramzan could piece him up on the feet. I think he's more technical. I think the Cowboy probably has more power, but Ramzan has a great jab, a good straight left. And yeah, I got to go with the more technical guy here. It's really hard to pick Cowboy. I got to go with Ramzan here, even though he's making his debut on short notice. This kid probably should have been signed in the UFC a while ago. So yeah, I got Ramzan, man. I'm not gonna bet it because I think he's like minus 145 or something like that. Let me check real quick. Is he even out on betting him right now? Because I checked. I went on my bet online account. He showed minus 145. He's not on best fight odds yet, but I don't really want to pull it up right now. But or pull up bet online. But yeah, I'll go with Ramzan here. So next fight, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Thiago Moises. It's my second bet tonight. I see a lot of people, man, on the other side here. I got Thiago Moises here, man. Honestly, dude, like before the Bobby Green fight, I mean, even before the Michael Johnson fight, I didn't think Moises was a jobber. I just kind of thought he was like middle of the pack and stuff, and wasn't like a wasn't going to be anything or wasn't a great fight or anything. But then he really impressed me, man, the Bobby Green fight. And I know it was a close fight. And I know that Bobby Green outstruck him by like 30 strikes. But if you watch the fight over again, I think the first and third round clearly go to Moises, man. And Moises, one thing about him too is if you watch his tape on before the Green fight, he's kind of like not starstruck, but he's like kind of hesitant to trade sometimes because he's a grappler and he's like low volume, but he really had some good pressure, man, against Bobby Green. It was really aggressive. And I mean, if that guy shows up here that fought Bobby Green, a really aggressive dude, I think he's going to win this fight. And a lot of people don't realize this either. He just turned 25. This guy's 3 years younger than Hernandez. This guy's improving probably every fight. Trains at ATT. He's huge for the division. He has the way better cardio here. He has a big advantage here on the cardio. So I do think that Thiago Moises, man, definitely, improved leaps and bounds, man, with the Bobby Green fight. I thought his striking looked good. His boxing looked good. I thought his grappling looked good, man. I thought his kicks looked good. I mean, it's gone 5 rounds too, dude. So good leg kicks, man. Really good head kicks. I think he has a good straight left, a good right hand. I think Alex Hernandez definitely, he probably did the best thing for his career and changed camps and went to Factory X. But I still think that he has a lot of flaws in his game. He's 4-2 in the UFC, but let's be real, he's 3-3. Ronaldo definitely won that fight. Cardio advantage here is really big, man. Hernandez gasses in all of his fucking fights. Obviously, he's not going to gas against Chris Grutzmacher, and he smoked in like 2 minutes. But let's be honest, Fritz is one of the worst fighters in the division. Moises would do the same thing to him, man. The OAM fight, Hernandez showed a lot of red flags in that fight, especially on the mat. And I think a guy like Moises, he can capitalize on that, man. OAM's a French quit job, a jobber, all that shit, man. This fight hits the mat. I don't care if Hernandez shoots and takes him down or if Moises shoots and takes him down. The advantage is for Moises. So if Hernandez is an idiot, he goes out there and shoots, but he's a wrestler by trade. That's his game. His striking's improved. He has striking too. Yeah, he has a good right hand and he's fast and all that stuff. But that Benny fight, man, I thought that was a fluke. If they rematched, dude, Benny would fucking kill him, man. So I think there's a lot of hype in Hernandez. I mean, yeah, he smoked Gritzmacher, but then the Dober fight, man. I mean, Dober's a good fighter for sure, but Dober really fucking just, put a pace on him with the pressure. And if Moises can do that, man, how he did against Green, I think he can win this fight. I mean, he just really just broke in the Cowboy fight. He broke in the Dober fight. I saw him quit in both those fights. He gassed. His juice was a little chinny too, man. That's one thing about him. And one thing about Moises, one of the most durable guys in the roster. I think Hernandez is faster. I think the striking's close. I think that, both these guys are low volume on the feet. And I think Hernandez is probably faster, but Moises has really good head kicks, like I mentioned. He has a good straight left, good right hand. I think that Moises is a more durable dude, and I think that Hernandez needs to go out there and get a finish here, man. Menifield fight in the first round, because if he doesn't, I think he's just going to gas and Moises is going to take over, dude. Moises has a really big card advantage here. I give Moises the grappling advantage. I'm surprised I'm talking this good about Moises, man, because I was not impressed with him before the Green fight, but he really shut me up, man, that Green fight. And I don't know if you know this, but I've been really down on Hernandez, dude, for a while now, man. I think he's a fade. I think he's a hype job. And I think Moises going to get this job done. If it goes to decision, I think Moises can win. I think if it hits the mat, Moises can win. Like I mentioned, they're both well volume on the feet, man. So, I mean, Hernandez needs to go out there and get him out of there if he wants to get a finish, get a win. But if he doesn't, then I don't think he will, because the chin of Moises, man, is really good. I got to go with Moises here, man. I think Moises could get a decision win. I think Moises could, hurt him on the feet and all that stuff. But I think Moises is going to find a way to get this down to the mat and get him out of there, dude. So I got Thiago Moises by submission. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to say it one more time. If you watch the fight at the OEM, OAM got him some really bad spots on that fight and the mat, but OAM's an idiot. He has no IQ. He's stupid. He's an idiot. He's jobber, all that stuff. I mean, if Moises does that, man, puts him in the same positions, dude, it's all she wrote, dude. Moises is a legit BJJ black belt, dude. So, and I mean, I would really be surprised if Hernandez went out there and did what Benil did to Moises, because that's not going to happen. So I got Thiago Moises by submission here. So next fight, we got Alex Caceres versus Kevin Croom. It's a good fight, man. A lot of people are picking Croom here, dude. I get it, man. I do think he's live. I think that he's training to glory, dude. He's training with Kraus. He had a good debut against Roberts, who I thought was a good prospect. It could have been a fluke. I mean, I'm really curious to see Roberts' bounce back fight. I think that Roberts is, green, but I don't think he's a job or anything. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that Croom caught him with that left hand and then submitted him. But Croom has good submissions wins. He has 16 wins by finish. Not really impressed with him before the Roberts fight. If you watch tape on him, he hasn't really beaten anybody. He's 6-4 in his last 10. He's a pressure fighter. He has the jiu-jitsu advantage. I think that he has to get his fight down on the mat. Leroy's impressed me. He's looked good his last 3 fights. He's 4-1 his last 5. Yeah, all of the guys have been are cans lately, but I think Leroy's a lot better on the feet. I think he's way more technical. He's way faster than Croom. I think that his movement's really good. He has good boxing. He has good kicks. Both these guys trains at good camps. Leroy trains at God, I had it at the tip of my tongue. I forget. I think he trains with John Crouch in Arizona. I forget what it's called. It's the camp that um shit. It's not Cejudo's camp, but it's the camp that like Benson Henderson trains at. It's a good camp. I think Cam Near trains it too. But anyways, um, yeah. So I do think that obviously we know that Leroy doesn't even have a really good ground game. He has good offensive subs. He tapped out Springer last fight pretty easily, and Crew's been finished 8 times, 4 by sub, 4 by KO. I think Leroy has a great chin. His only KO loss was against Francisco Rodriguez at 35. But I mean, he should have no business fighting at 35. Yeah, dude, I like Leroy here, man. I do think that Croom's live. I think that was a good debut. But Leroy has so much volume, dude. He has way more volume than Croom. I think that he can just piece him up, and if he keeps him on the feet, he's gonna get the job done. So I'll go with Bruce Leroy here. So next fight, man, we got Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder. This is a clear cut win for me in fight. I got Yoder losing this fight all day, man. I think Angela Hill's a good fighter. I think that she had 2 really close fights against Watterson and Claudia, which I thought she won both of them, dude. I know a lot of people don't like Angela Hill, but I like her, dude. I think she's a good fighter, good striker, good movement. Ground game's improved. I think she'd get a finish here, dude. I think Angela Hill's going to win the rematch and dominate a girl like Yoder, dude, who not that impressed with. Yeah, has advantage on the map, but I don't know how she's going to be able to get it there, dude. She's going to get a piece up on the feet. I got Angela Hill all day here. Next fight, we got Pedro Munhoz versus Jimmy Rivera. This is a great fight, dude. This fight comes down to it's another fight where it's a rematch. I've been one of the I'm not gonna say I hate her, but I've faded Rivera in the past multiple times. But yeah, I think that this is a good matchup for him, man. I think he's more technical than Pedro Munhoz. He's a good striker, good boxer, great jab. Um, yeah, dude. I mean, Munoz, I think, has to get this fight down to the mat. And I think Munoz has striking. He has good leg kicks. He has power and all that stuff. But Jimmy's way more technical than Pedro Munoz, dude. So I like Jimmy piecing him up here, dude. And probably just winning a decision or maybe even getting him out there. So Jimmy Rivera for the decision one. Next fight, we got Montana De La Rosa versus Mayra Bueno Silva. This is a close fight, dude. I've actually had a tough time with this fight. I can see both girls winning this fight, but yeah, man, I got to go with the dog here, dude. I'm not betting it, but I got to go with De La Rosa, man. I think that she has a good wrestling advantage here. Her striking looked a lot more improved against Araujo. I mean, I thought she won one of those rounds too, man. Good cardio, trains out of Elevation Fight Team. Yeah, man. I mean, I like Montana. I know she's 11-6 and she's 3-2 in UFC, but she's taken down a lot of girls, dude. She took down KGB 5 times. She took down Araujo once. Moraz is a good fighter, and I do think that um, she's better than both these girls, but I mean, she went out there and took down Silva, dude, twice and dominated her. I mean, landed like 140 strikes. Barella looked good in the third round, though. Not Barella. Silva looked good in the third round. So I think both these girls have good cardio, but I do think that De La Rosa has a better cardio. De La Rosa has better wrestling. I think that Silva has better BJJ, but Montana is a good jiu-jitsu practitioner, too. She has a lot of wins by submission, great brown belt. Did you have 8 wins by sub or something like that? I don't know if that's the case, but she has a lot of wins by submission too. So, um, yeah, dude. On the feet, I think she has more volume. I do think the Silva fight has a little more power, but yeah, I mean, Silva's. I don't like this. Silva's been taken down, man. I mean, Burrell took her down and then got sub, but Burrell's the worst fighter of all time. Joanne took her down and made a really bad mistake on the mat, which I don't think De La Rosa can do or which will do. And then, yeah, man, I mean, I think De La Rosa is a good fight for De La Rosa, but I think Silva could win this fight too. But yeah, I got the girl I think has a bigger advantage in the wrestling. I think that striking's really close, but I'm gonna go with De La Rosa here. So next fight, this is probably the fight that everyone's waiting for, man. For me to make my pick because I kind of did a spoiler earlier in the week, but next fight, we got Nikita Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev. I'm going to, flat out say right now that I do think Ankalaev is a great fighter. I know I've talked a lot of shit about him for losing to Paul Craig, but I think he's a good fighter, man. I definitely think he's one of the best fighters in the division. He's a good prospect, all this stuff. But I mean, this is a really big step up for him, dude. I mean, you're not fighting Kuramagomedov anymore, man. You're fighting Krylov, who's a legit top 10 dude. Krylov is not even a top 15 guy, dude. Let's be honest, dude. In my opinion, and we've seen Ankalaev, like, I mean, he got tapped out against Craig. Craig took him down twice, which I don't see a lot of people talking about. That Paul Craig took him down twice. Kuramagomedov landed some good strikes last fight against him. Um, Ankalaev is a good striker. He's technical. He's the better striker. He's a good grappler too. But like I said, Craig took him down twice, and I mean, he got tapped out, dude, in that third. So I got a kink in my neck. My bad, guys. He got taken down twice, and he got tapped out. And I mean, he quit, dude, with like those 3 seconds left. Like, I don't care what you say, he quit in that fight. I still think he's a good prospect, and he's the better striker. But Krylov's a dog, dude. Krylov's a good fighter. He's 27-7, 28. He's 2-1 in his last three. He's a good record in the UFC. I think 7-5 or 8-5 in the UFC. I thought he fought really good against Glover. It was a really close fight. He took down Glover multiple times too, man. And then the fight with Jan, the champ, he took him down too, man. So I definitely think he can get takedowns here. He dominated Johnny Walker on the mat. On the feet, Krylov has really good pressure. He has good striking, has good hectus, good right hand. I'm not stupid. I'm giving Ankalaev a striking advantage, but Krylov's really durable too. He's only been knocked out once at heavyweight. Like, I'm gonna be surprised if Ankalaev knocks him out. If he can get a submission, yeah. He has good jiu-jitsu for sure, but this line is so off, man. I have to pick Krylov, dude, here, man. I can't. Plus 280 you're giving me, dude. I have to, and it's kind of nervous. I'm definitely a little nervous fading a guy like Ankalaev, who's everyone's really high on, and I'm high on. I think he's a good fighter and all that stuff, but getting tapped out against Paul Craig and making this big step up here, and I got to go with Krylov here, dude. I think Krylov has the advantage in the wrestling. I think he can take him down. Even if Ankalaev takes him down, I mean, Krylov has really good jiu-jitsu, dude. I mean, he's a finisher, man. Um, I like Krylov here, dude. So write that down. He's 11-3 in his last 14. I mean, he's a good fighter. A lot of people like to shit on him. He's 26 wins by finish, dude. I thought he looked really good against Johnny Walker. I do think that he's a great grappler, and I think that he can take down Ankalaev. And I think Ankalaev takes him down. Krylov could, potentially sub him off his back. So, Paul Craig took him down twice. I think Krylov can too. Would surprise me if Krylov had success on the feet. No, because he has good striking. He's a pressure fighter, good right hand. But yeah, man, I think that Krylov is going to get this fight down on the mat. And I think Krylov can get a submission here, dude. It's kind of crazy that I'm saying this, but I got to pick him here. I got to bet him, dude. I'm going to bet with Krylov. And that's one thing that I learned, man, in UFC and betting and stuff. Yeah, I listen to other people and listen to predictions, but you got to go with your gut, kind of like what Pick Wizard just said right now, man. Because I've been feeling this fight. I've been feeling Krylov, man, even before I watched tape on this fight, dude. So I got to go with Krylov here, man. I love picking underdogs. I love going with underdogs, and I think he's going to get this job done. And not a lot of people are going to be on him, and I love being against the grain. I got Nikita Krylov. I think he actually has surprised some people. Has success on the feet here against Ankalaev. Yeah, Ankalaev's a better striker, and will probably piece him up at times. But I think Krylov mixes it up. He gets him down, and I think he's going to submit Ankalaev. It's a big step up, dude. You're not fighting fucking Klidson Abreu anymore. You're not fighting Dalcha anymore, a middleweight. You're not fighting fucking Kutalab anymore. You're fighting a legit top 10 dude in Nikita Krylov. I got Nikita Krylov by submission. So next fight, man. This is kind of the same moment. Like, I mean, it's a different fight, but kind of like the whole Marina Rodriguez against Ribas, man. I got to go Krylov here, dude. So Krylov's been taking down all these guys too, man. So I mean, I don't. If Paul Craig takes you down twice and Krylov's taking down Walker, dominating him in the mat, he took down Glover multiple times. He took down Jan. He took down OSP. Like, dude, he's one of the best grapplers I feel like in the division. He's a finisher. And he's a brawler and all this stuff. But people forget that this guy is a good fighter. It's just, he's 27-7. He's making a second stint in UFC. He kind of fucked up when he made this first stint when he hurt and was dominating Misha, and then he got dropped and finished. But yeah, man, I got to go with Krylov, man. Next fight, main event. We got Cyril Gane versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Yeah, man, this is a good fight, good main event. I think the line's off here for sure. I do think Rozenstruik can get the job done, but I gotta go with Gane, dude. I think Gane's just more technical. I think Gane, has way more ways to win this fight. Yeah, man, his jab looked really good last fight against JDS. He has good kicks. He has good movement. He's a point fighter, but he has a big advantage here on the mat. He has cardio advantage. Rozenstruik has a good jab and a good straight right, but that's pretty much it. Or straight left, but I mean, I just think that Gane's more technical. He has more volume. He has more attributes on the feet. He has a jab. He has a good straight left. He has good kicks. He has good movement. Gane's really smart out there, dude. I actually like Gane. He's undefeated, and he's a good grappler too. Good jiu-jitsu, man. I got to go with Gane here, dude. So I got Gane by a finish. So there you guys go. I have 3 units on Moises at plus 155, and then 3 units on Knight at plus 100. And I'm going to be taking a stab on Krylov. I'm going to see if he hits plus 300 or something like that. But I got to go with my gut, dude, because I mean, this line's so off, dude. It should be way closer, I feel like, man. I mean, Ankalaev, he's undefeated in the UFC. Oh, my bad. He's not undefeated in the UFC. He lost to Paul Craig. And I get it. He was dominating the whole fight. But it's a huge step up here, man. And I'm still, man, the whole thing with Paul Craig tapping him out and taking him down. If Paul Craig can tap him out and Paul Craig can take him down, I think that Krylov can do it too, dude, because Krylov's a way better fighter than Paul Craig. So there you guys go, man. Those are my bets. For the picks, let's do my picks real quick. Yeah, man, I'm going Krylov, man, for the title, man, the Mecca. So I even said that before I even watched tape. I was doing it, but after tape, yeah. Okay, so picks wise for me, I got Gane, I got Krylov, I got De La Rosa, I got Rivera, I got Hill, I got Bruce Weaver, Caceres, I got Moises, I got Ramzan against Cowboy, I got Mazo, I got Knight, and I got Lawrence, and I got Jacoby. So I do have Rivera. Did I say Rivera? I have Rivera over Munhoz. If I said Munhoz, then I messed up. But yeah, I have Jimmy Rivera over Munhoz. So there you guys go, man. Yeah, I'm really excited for this week, dude. Man, I can't wait, dude. This is a good week. I'm excited, man. Let's fucking do this, dude. Can't wait for the Mecca, man. Can't wait for my bets, my picks, all this stuff. Great card. I can actually watch it live. So I'm really excited about that because I usually work on Saturdays. But yeah, man, I'm on graveyard now. So I will be able to watch it because I have Saturday off. I requested it off. So, all right, guys, I'm going to do my timestamps right now and then, look for it out in like 15 minutes, something like that. But yeah, peace out, dudes. Later, guys. And thanks for everyone in the chat. Shout out to Noah, Roguestromer, everyone else I already talked about. Who else came in here besides people I already mentioned? Alex Ramirez, what up? Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out.